Hey everybody, it's Huey. Welcome back to the Hub. I haven't been uploading a lot recently, and that's because my computer's actually really crappy. So when I went to go do a collab with my friend Emperor, didn't do so hot. We're here today, and basically what I'm going to be doing with you today is cringy story time. I mean, free clickbait, free views, easy to make. Yeah, it's cringy, but I mean, you can just shit it out. I'm gonna tell you the story about little old me and how I ran away once. It was the summer of 2006. Your girl here was 5 years old. At that time, I was living with my real mom, biological mother, I should say. It was in a complex. Kind of, I'd like to think it was down the street from East Park, the water park. I don't know, that's just how I remembered it. My mom would always get me a whole bunch of toys all the time. At least I always remember being outside. So, I had this Hot Wheels car, but it wasn't like a little dinky car. No, I'm talking about like a car that you can drive. It was pink, it had like a Barbie sticker on it. It was pretty souped up. Everything in my room was pink. It was a real girly girl back then. I had this car, and I was kind of in trouble a few days before then. I can't remember for what. But I remember those thoughts going through my head like, I shouldn't be in trouble right now. I'm a good girl. I need to get out of here. I need to run away. Those were the thoughts that were in my head. And I just needed to leave. I just needed to disperse. So, I got my car, parallel parked it on my mom's lawn, and I went in and I got my school bag. And I filled it up with all of my stuffed animals and snacks. Most of them were healthy snacks. I took like baby carrots and shit. I did take cookies, like a lot of like one of those big plastic tins of like Chips Ahoy cookies. I took like a full one of those. I was planning to be gone for a while, so I needed those. Then I went up to my room after putting this backpack in the passenger seat of this toy car, went up to my room and grabbed everything out of my dresser, literally every single piece of clothing, even the shit that I didn't wear, even the winter crap, took it all out and piled it on the back of this little pink Lamborghini with a Barbie sticker on the hood. It was... And before I took off in this car, I thought, oh no, all my clothes is gonna fall off the back if I go too fast, and I know this thing can go fast. So, I took a skipping rope, like one of those red skipping ropes that you find at a fucking poor ghetto-ass school. Took one of those, tied it to the back of my car, and like tied the two together, so at the end, like at the rear bumper of my car, there was just the two little handles of the skipping rope. So now I'm ready. My mom's downstairs. She has no clue what's going on. I've taken like 10 trips to and from my house to the car. Sit down in the car, I'm ready. I put on a little seatbelt, grab the wheel, and I start to like push on the gas. It's not moving at all. There's like the sound of the battery, like, but it's not going anywhere. So I start like stomping on it, like vigorously stomping on it, and it's still not going anywhere. And I'm not screaming, but I'm like grunting aggressively. I'm trying with all of my might to get this car going, because I know if my mom comes out, she's gonna be pissed. I'm thinking, oh, I just went up through my whole room, I stole the cookies that I'm not supposed to eat, I'm not supposed to take my teddy bears outside. I'm gonna be in deep shit. So I'm trying desperately to get this car to move. So I get out of it, and I start pushing it, so at least it's off of the lawn. And I get it onto the sidewalk, because this is a complex. The sidewalks are like inches from the yard. Start pushing this car onto the sidewalk, and then I get in, and hopefully I'm thinking like maybe it was stuck on the grass or something. So I'm trying to drive this car on the sidewalk, and people are like walking by like, what the heck, where is she going? My mom walks out, like emerges from the basement, goes onto the porch, and takes out a cigarette from her pocket. And I'm just sitting there, like, no eye contact. I'm just trying to get this car to fucking start. I know she's there. I know she's looking at me. I know she's wondering what the hell I'm doing, but I'm trying to ignore the fact that she's there. No, none of us say a word. We're just sitting there in silence. Then I turn and look at her, and I'm like, hey, Mom. Like, I didn't say hey, Mom, but my eyes just said, I just stare at her, and she turns to me and she goes, Jordan, what the heck are you doing? Is that all of your clothes? I go, yeah, it's all my clothes. And then she's like, well, what are you doing? At that point, I started crying because I was caught. I'm like, so I want you to imagine a 5-year-old me in the midst of tears trying to explain how I wanted to run away. I sang like a canary. I just opened my bag and showed her that I had all my stuffed animals and that I would keep them safe, and how I had these carrots, and I apologized for taking the cookies, and I told her that I was gonna wear a different pair of clothes each day, and I would go to the laundromat. I had like this huge plan that I was just gonna live like right by East Park because that was the only place that I knew was close. I wasn't gonna go to my school because I hated my school. I didn't want to go to the YMCA because I didn't really like it that much, but it was just I told her my plan, I started crying, and she's just sitting there trying to be serious, trying to help me through it, like, oh, you don't have to run away, dear. But no, she's laughing her ass off, smoking her cigarette. Oh my god. That was the plan. And after that, I never tried to run away again. If I felt like running away, I would tell my mom. Turns out that day, the reason why the car wouldn't move wasn't because I stacked it with so much shit on top of it. It was because the car battery had died because I just took it around the whole complex. Like, minutes before, I thought that the battery was gonna be fine. It just needed charged. I guess it was the wrong place, at the wrong time. Mission failed. So, yeah, that's the story of how I ran away at the age of 5. I don't know if you guys like the story time cringy YouTube videos. If you do, leave a comment. Tell me what story you want me to tell you next. I'm an open book. I'll tell y'all everything. That's all for me. Have a good day. Remember to like that like button on your way out the door. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.